What's going on, everybody? My name is VladimirCR, and welcome back to what will hopefully be the last damn episode of Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Where we left off last time, I was very confused about this type of setup here to get into that double doored room over there, but I looked it up, much to my shame, and I realized that all I have to do is click that, run back over here while I'm bleeding, and stand on top of this symbol thing. And the game said theoretically I should hear some sort of a mechanism lock. And I don't know if that's what I heard or what, but I'm going to assume that that's what needs to happen. I'm assuming that I did that one the right way, and I'm going to do this one the exact same way. So I hope that that's all that I need to do, because I'm really looking forward to, like, nowhere in the notes, as far as I know, nowhere in the game anywhere, not a single place has it told me to prick myself and then stand on top of these symbols. But that is what you need to do to be able to open this chamber. Oh, look, our friend the Shadow is here. Fantastic. Yep, just go ahead and hurt the fuck out of me. It's fine. I don't need that health or anything. Alright, I'm going to walk this to make it a little bit more dramatic. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is the orb chamber. Let's see what happens. He had turned angry. It was easy to take her insolence and make her the villain in this story, but she did not deserve to die. Even he could see that.
I was wondering if you were going to show up. I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain? Good and evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable. Are you so blind that you see no good in me or evil in Agrippa?
Okay, guys, so I kind of screwed up the way this ending goes, unfortunately, so I had to kind of redo part of it, but there are a couple of different ways to end the game right now. This is the ending room. We can push over these three pillars and get one ending. We can wait for Alexander to finish his speech and open up the portal, and then we can use Agrippa's head on the portal. Both of us die, but that does also give us an ending. However, if I push the pillars over, Daniel survives, Alexander dies, and Agrippa is left as a talking and disembodied head forever, I guess. Or we can do something else, and I don't know, but
Don't do that.
so I'm going to go with what I would consider the canon ending is. And then we'll come back and we'll do the other two. We'll do the other two endings if we can. That way we can get the entire. We got the survivor ending. Killed Alexander and escaped the castle in Amnesia: The Dark Descent. And that would be Alexander getting consumed by the Shadow. But we survived. So
It was my greatest triumph, and I never looked back.
I'm going to let this part play out.
You think I was afraid fleeing Brennenburg? Huh. Quite the contrary. I knew it was my purgatory, hellfire made to wash away my sins. There's no denying the things I've done, but I have paid my tribute. I gave them that awful man. I did the right thing.
Alright guys, that's it. After 5 fucking years almost, we beat Amnesia the Dark Descent. I'm going to let these credits run as I always do when I beat games. And I know I was getting frustrated there at the end, but this will give me an opportunity to kind of talk about what I feel after beating the game. And honestly, I'm a little relieved, because there for a while, that there towards the end, as much as I love it and as much as I would love to say that it's a beautiful 10 out of 10 game, I gotta give it like a 9, maybe an 8.5, because that ending part, like without looking it up, I'm not sure that I would have been able to figure out that whole putting my hand on the spike and then standing over those symbols thing. So, but that's just kind of the way these kind of games work. They don't hold your hand. You know, they expect you to figure it out for yourself, and that's what it's kind of a callback to the 90s in a way, because the 90s, games in the 90s did not hold your hands. Not even a little bit. At least most of them didn't. Some of them did, sure, but most games, you were given a character or an objective and you were told to accomplish it. And that was it. Nowadays, you know, you have tutorials and you have those ever-present NPC characters that are always telling you, hey, go do this and do this, you know. And they're constantly telling you what to do. So, I'm not going to let my frustrations with the ending color my perspective on the game. So I'm still going to give this a solid 9 out of 10. Still my favorite horror game. Because this is the first time I've ever beaten it. There are 3 different endings. The ending we got was called the Survivor ending, which we achieved by knocking over the pillars, and you saw Alexander get eaten essentially by the shadow, and that was pretty much it. So the other 2 endings is one of them is to let Alexander finish his speech and then throw Agrippa's head into the portal, and it closes the portal, and then both Alexander and Daniel die. And that ending is called Benefactor, I think. This ending that we got this time was called Survivor, but the other ending was called Benefactor. And then there's another one where I can't remember exactly what you do, but you let Alexander go through the portal, the shadow comes, kills Daniel, and that's like, I can't remember what the name of that ending was, but it's basically, I think it's called Sacrifice. Alexander gets to go home, Daniel dies, and Agrippa, I guess, just stays in the ruins of Brennenburg forever. So not considered one of the best endings. Technically, I think that what we just did is considered the best ending. And so, as much as I would like to go back and go ahead and do the other endings, I think that's about all the patience that I have for this game today. So, I may keep the save and come back and redo the endings later. But for now, I think I'm done with this game. At least for now. I still give it a 9 out of 10. I still think it's a fantastic game. But you have to be careful heading into it because, like I said, it doesn't hold your hand. It can be unforgiving. But the ambiance, the atmosphere, the design, the lighting, the sound, everything, just really superior quality. And I want to say, and I know they'll probably never see it, but if anyone from Frictional Games ever wanders across this video or this series of videos, phenomenal job. Overall, phenomenal job. My preferences aren't like everybody else's preferences, so if I got a little frustrated at the end, I'm sorry about that. But sometimes I have patience and sometimes I don't. But either way, guys, I'm not going to go on for too much longer. We just beat Amnesia the Dark Descent, and along with Fear, that we also just finished somewhat recently. I don't know if that video will go up by the time this one will go up or not, but it probably won't, as a matter of fact. But we have finished Fear now as well. Remember, I record videos way in advance. So either way, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate sticking with me throughout this entire journey. We started this game in, I want to say, like 2018, I think. Started it in 2018, and then I kind of fell out of touch with YouTube for a while, and I came back, and we finally finished it. But that's kind of the goal for 2025 moving forward, is to try and finish up as many of these games as I can, while still introducing new games to the channel to try and keep everyone's attention. But either way, guys, I feel like I've said too much now, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave it off with a thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are all having a good morning, afternoon, evening, day, night, whatever, whenever, wherever you are. I hope you have a good one, and hopefully I will catch you guys for Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs, which I believe I will be starting soon. Probably not today, but I will be starting it soon, so keep your eyes open for that one. Another game that I've never played, ever. And I've seen bits and pieces of it played, just like with this game, which is why I want to play it. And we've already beaten Amnesia Rebirth, technically, and we got, I think, at least 2 of the available endings in that game, which you can see that in the live stream archive on my channel, and it has its own playlist. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it, and hopefully we'll catch you guys next time. See ya.